Good morning, beautiful people. It's Vivienne Hunter, and today we're going to share some time together in a peaceful space. If you enjoy this, please like or share or subscribe. I'm recording in the hope that anyone who may benefit is able to find this, so I'd really appreciate if you did that, but of course only if you enjoy and want to. Okay, so we're going to take a big slow breath right to the bottom of our heart. While we just slow down from the day, get yourself comfortable. If you've still got something you're half doing, this would be way more effective for you if you do not multitask. Put your phone down, turn it off so you're not interrupted. Give yourself a chance to just be here for these moments, fully here, all of you. This is a chance for you to touch base with yourself. Allow whatever needs to come up and out, be seen, be expressed, be felt. To have all that expression allows you to see, perhaps with clarity, something you need to see more clearly. It may even be more of what you really want to choose in your life. We're always growing. And it's a time where the more conscious we can be about all our growth, really the better. Change is monumental at the moment. It came in a huge rush, in a very frightening way. It's affecting everyone worldwide. But it's not just out there. It is, of course. But the change is in with us also. And if we meet our own change with consciousness, if we address what comes up within us, I'm just waiting for a vehicle to pass. If we express what's within us as consciously as we're able, and that's meeting all our moments, the harder ones with allowance, the easier ones with allowance and joy. Noticing, without judgment as best we can. Being more present, seeing what's passing. The more practiced we become at being comfortable in ourself, with all the aspects of our humanity, the more we bring this comfort and state of harmony to the world, the more able we'll be able to see solutions, be an inspiration, be a support, be what you're here to be. And every single one of us has something very different, so how I express, how your best friend or your partner or your child or family express is not how you need to express. Only you know. You know What matters to you? What haunts you? What needs your love and allowance and kindness and patience within yourself? And what you can celebrate and own and enjoy and recognize as your strength and your wisdom that's innately yours. Some of it may be hard won. You've worked for it. So these moments are really about you. Being with you and learning to be comfortable with any discomfort that comes up. In the practice of sitting beside whatever is going on that may be uncomfortable and still holding our faith that everything ultimately is okay, even if this moment is a hard moment. We keep strengthening our muscles, our mind muscles, in where we focus, how we focus, where we let our thoughts run, because those looping thoughts that come up for you, we all have them. I have them. Everybody has them. When we notice them, we can ask a question. We can change our focus. We can do many things. I'm not going into all of the tools we can use here. But we take our attention away, and if we have a strong feeling, we sit with the feeling and allow it out. We don't let our mind tell us stories of doom and gloom if it's doing that. Thank it for sharing. There's no point wrestling with it. And disengage as much as you're able. It's practice. No different from when we first start exercising after we haven't for a long time. It takes, practice and time and repetition for our muscles to get really strong again, for our flexibility to return. And the same when we're dealing with big emotions, especially uncomfortable ones, looping mind thoughts. Practice. Moving through these, sitting with these, allowing these, living beside these, while we hold a knowing that we are okay, that there is just something within us that wants to be expressed or let out, that we've developed a habit of a particular train of thought, and the only way we can move that train of thought is to consciously put ourselves into a different train of thought, create a new path. The loop will continue as long as we unconsciously allow it to run. And when you begin to shift out of looping thoughts, be kind to yourself. Be patient. Like any habit, it was formed over time, and it takes time to form a new habit of thought. Allow yourself that. Every time you see it happening again, be glad that you're now conscious this is something that happens, because now you can take your attention to something you'd prefer. Even if it's just to focus on something you love, put your attention anywhere else, sing a song, have a conversation with somebody, whatever it takes, whatever tools you have at your disposal. Okay, so that's the introduction, I guess you'd call it, for today. Bring your attention into your body as you take big slow breaths in through your nose right to the bottom of your diaphragm. Hold for a moment and out, letting everything relax. Your attention's in your body, noticing anything uncomfortable. We're going to breathe into that if you have anything going on, any tightness, any tension, any discomfort. Something might feel it needs to be stretched out. Allow all that. Stretch it out if you need or want to. Or just moving into a practice of really being here with all of ourself, with our beautiful bodies that house our hearts and our souls and our spirits. You know, our bodies are the ones that move us around this world and feel all the marvelous stuff, experience all the wonders. But we also witness and experience all the less pleasant, and that can affect us. The energies of these resonate through our bones. Yeah. Tingle along our nerves. Strike fear in our hearts. So we're going to really be with our bodies and notice anywhere they're absorbing the crazy of the world that's happening right now. And just breathe into that. Breathe into it. Just breathe into it. And thank your body. Thank your body for looking after you. And then breathe out and allow anything that you're able to or ready to release to be released. As we breathe, we imagine a flow of breath moving along down our spine, through our nervous system, through our brains, through our thoughts, soothing all the jangle. We're breathing peace, and it goes into our blood, which is flowing around our body, from our lungs, which bring us life, and oxygenate the blood in our heart, and we connect in our heart with the process of our blood being reoxygenated and given life to carry around, and we add our love consciously. So the blood flowing around our body, bringing light, bringing life, bringing air to every cell and every organ. Soothing. Allowing it to just flow across, a calm flow through everything we're holding. As the blood moves through our bodies in a muscle that's tense, it becomes a soothing flow. As it moves through anywhere that we don't even consciously know we've held on to tension or stress or fear or anger or grief, sadness, where we hold judgments of ourselves we may not even remember we have, where we have negative points of view, a tendency to self-doubt. The air, the blood, the life of us, of our bodies flowing around, holding peace and love, flowing that through the very physicality of us. Feel a settling. A settling in your thoughts, a settling in your nerves, a settling in your heart. Feel your throat begin to open and expand in your lungs, and your muscles grow loose. Your bones and joints are strong and flexible. What thoughts are coming up? Send them love. And first we're going to think of something that's been really troubling you. We're going to take a deep breath. We're going to breathe love right through that, wherever it is. You don't even have to know where that's being held in your body. It's something that's been in your mind, in your heart, a worry, a concern, a grief, an anger, a sadness over these past weeks. We're just going to breathe love through that and know that that's breathing through it where it's held within our body. And we're going to allow ourselves to let that be released with love, just for now. Just for now. We can hand that up to love, not knowing how it will fix it, how it will attend to it, how it will move through it, just trusting that it will in the best way possible. Big breaths. Feel your back against the surface you're lying on, or your feet against the floor. One more big slow breath. Feel that you're pulling all the aspects of whatever that was from your mind, from your thoughts, from your feelings, from your body. And it's all there now. One big ball in our lungs, and we're just going to blow it out gently, fully, releasing it. With love. With the intention that you've given it over to love, and that you're free to release it. Okay, beautiful. Now we're going to spend a moment concentrating on our hearts. Feel a smile in your heart. It's the easiest way to get really connected with the love that we are. Let that smile radiate out through all of your body. Now I want you to think about one thing. It can be more, but one thing at least that you love about yourself, that you honor about yourself, that you know about yourself, that you know you're good at, that you're proud of. And it doesn't have to be a status thing, something you've achieved in the world that's recognized. You don't have to be wealthy or well educated. We all bring to the world exactly what we're meant to bring, and we're all equally valuable and important, and we all matter. You may have a gift for listening. You may have a deep love for your family and support them, and you're proud of that. It's something you value about yourself, your loyalty, your love, your kindness. You may be a creative. You may be great at finding solutions. You may be great at being calm in the midst of whatever. All of these are important. What's something that you know you're good at? And I want you to see that, and I want you to picture yourself doing that, being that, and look at yourself like you were looking at the person most dear to you in this world, as if that was them you were looking at, and this is you, but you're looking at them with the eyes of love that you would look at someone most dear to you in the world. And they were being this quality, this thing, this talent, this gift, this ability that you have, and you are watching them. What are you feeling for them? How amazing they are, how adorable. See yourself in a strength that you have. See this in you. Take time to honor the amazing parts of you. See them. The more we acknowledge, the more we can express it in the world, the more we can bring it to the world. It's these everyday parts of us that we may not even realize matter, that do matter. Every one of us is a tiny piece of the puzzle of humanity. And each little piece brings exactly what it's meant to bring. So you being you and doing what you do easily begins to fill the picture out. And this is a time where we all need to be clear what we bring, how we bring. So as we continue to face massive changes, we can do it consciously from our strength and our wholeness and know who we are. And we can feel the really uncomfortable feelings, and we can feel for all those people who've lost loved ones, for all those people who are sick. So we can feel for our earth, who needs our attention too. So we can feel for wherever we're able to be more of us, where our spirit and our heart will guide us and lead us, the more aligned with ourself and comfortable, at peace in our everyday. There, that's it. Allowing the idea that you are powerful, because you are. It can be a quiet power. It can be something that's only known to you and those very close to you. It doesn't matter. How obvious or not it is to anyone but you. This is about each of us getting right with ourselves, being able to feel everything we're faced with, love into that, love ourselves as we have a response to anything. allow ourselves to feel whatever the response is, and come back to faith that we are still whole, we are still okay. That it matters that we allow ourselves to move through these moments authentically, feeling them, just as it matters that when we're ready, we're able to release them and come back into our wholeness, remembering it was always there, come back into our power, recognizing it was always there, even if we never saw ourselves as powerful. If you're a gentle soul, that's a power. There's a power in gentleness. There's a power in kindness. The more aligned we are with ourselves, the more we meet each moment from our hearts. And when we do this, we make choices that are aligned with our soul and our spirit and the love we are, and this is what we bring to the world. And it may not seem like much, but it's that difference that you're doing a quick trip to the grocery and you notice someone, and for some reason you make a comment. You say, "Be well. I hope you're okay." Whatever it is. You might be inspired to drop something off to someone who you think may need it. I don't want to put too many examples out there because that limits. I'm saying it can be the most simple thing. But when we're heart-led, a simple comment, a simple action will be the perfect comment or action for that moment, and you can't know how much another person, another situation needed you to be you being you in that moment, heart-led. Okay, beautiful. So whatever quality or talent or ability you had that you really like about yourself, we're just going to drop a question into our subconscious now. And we don't need an answer. You can keep asking this as we put a question out there for our subconscious. It keeps looking for answers. It's a beautiful process. And every time you see an answer in front of you, you can ask the question again, so it keeps being answered. And it can be the simple question of, how can I bring more of me being, fill in the blank, in my everyday? How can I bring this more to the world? And it can be sharing my gift for cooking, being an artist, being in my gentleness, being in my kindness. Loving animals, loving the earth, loving the elderly. bringing my talent for herbs or medicines. Bringing my gift for words, whatever. You might have a great power of resilience. You might have the gift of making people laugh, honestly. That is precious. Some people just know how to lighten up a room. How can you bring more of the gifts you are, the talents and abilities you are, to your everyday? Asking yourself that, and allowing yourself to see more of the gifts and talents and abilities you are. Never underestimate the simple. We are each made exactly as we are meant to be. So going back to the simple, allows us to access who we really are and why we are here. Be our piece in the puzzle. Being as at peace and in harmony in ourself, in our own life as we can be. So that ripples out. Taking care of our own space, our own self, our own responsibilities first. Not to the point of selfishness where nothing else matters. It's that we get right first so that when we bring anything out to the world, when we interact in any way, what we bring is what we're here to bring. We bring our best, we bring our peace. We're not bringing reactions and drama or adding to any situation negatively. There's going to be so many solutions needed. Let's be the solution in our own life first, that we may then be a tool for solutions, that they may flow through us if that is what is meant to be. Okay. And where you are seeing yourself in front of you, I want to have you again see yourself there and send great love and great appreciation towards yourself. See it surround you. Tell yourself one thing that you really appreciate about yourself. And it can be as simple as you got up out of bed today when you weren't feeling good or when you felt overloaded. It's anything that you appreciate about yourself. Look yourself in the eye if you can image that, or just allow it to move from you to you. as you see yourself with your gifts and your talents, as you see yourself with your soft spots and where you can be easily hurt or frazzled or angered. See it all and love it. Love that in front of you. And then walk forward to meet everything you're seeing yourself. Step into it and own it. Embrace it. Allow you to be all that you are in your perfection, including the things you think are imperfect. Okay. And where you struggle with the idea that you can be in perfection, let's just drop in the question, what's perfect about me that I've never allowed myself to know? You don't need to have an answer. You can let your subconscious keep mulling on that, and if you notice more things that you can like about yourself, well, good. Okay, beautiful. We're going to spend a moment from our hearts sending love to each other, to everyone else who's listening to this. Right now, in the future, in the past, we're connecting quantumly. Just let love, appreciation flow out to each other. It's not just an acknowledgement, it's a remembrance that we are connected. And we're not alone. And it's not just you or me doing this. And it's not just you and me and the others who are listening to this, past, present, future. On this particular recording of mine, there are people all over the world listening to other people, listening to their own, doing similar. In prayer, in meditation, in reflection, in conversations. Okay. And then we take our attention out further to all in the world, all other people, all other living things, sentient beings, all of our beautiful Mother Earth, her plants and animals, her waters, her lands, her rocks and minerals and crystals. Just let love, appreciation and gratitude move from us out to everything, a blanket of love surrounding. Appreciation touching on all. Okay, beautiful. There we go. I'm going to come back into our bodies now. back into the moment. And I'd like you to take with you through your days the remembrance that it's okay to feel everything. Feelings are not bad. Even the most uncomfortable. They're just an expression of us in response to whatever. Allow the expression so you may come back into a place of you being you in harmony and balance and peace. I wish you peace. I wish you peace in your heart, in your body, in your mind, in your soul, in your knowing. I wish you peace. I send you love. And I send you thanks for being you, for taking the time to take care of you with so much love. Be blessed now.